Oh, hi, hi. How do I word? I wonder. Can I word? Does word work? Will word work? Tell me, word. Have you been found? All right. We are nearly there. Oh, sweet Christmas. That needs to roop. Sorry, I moved stuff around while I was taking that smidgen of a break. And I was mixing up my color here, getting my green. We're going to ease into it tonight. We're going to work on a little simple cell shading. Just jive and jam. Jive and jam. And we're going to say, don't be rude, Blue. Don't be rude, Blue. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. You're going to behave. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might be a little. All right. Hold on. I need to rescue my Blue, apparently. It's being a little stupid. No rude. No rude indeed. We don't need rude. I have enough rude in my life, Blue. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. And we have tail flicky. Are you glad we're back to normal? Are you glad we're back to normal? Hmm? 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 I think she's feeling a little bit better now that like the house is a little bit quieter than it had been. Okay. I don't want to retire that, but if I will, I'll retire it. Mm. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. She's being very, very kitten right now. Yeah, you heard me. I called you a kitten. You go kit kit. 1, 2, 3. We're a little energetic tonight with our music too. So how have you been? What's up there, Jace to Faces? How are you? How goes the night shift? Oh, that's right. You shouldn't do that with orange. Gotta pay them bills. That's right. Pay them bills. That's right. Orange is one of those colors that gets real sassy with me sometimes. I I understand. I got to go back to work tomorrow as well and pay them so I can have money to pay them bills. Let me know if the music's too loud. I won't with a little bit more energetic this evening. It's not the normal lo-fi chill jams that I usually have going. A little different. Oh, everybody survived. There's no death. There was a casualty of one login key card that disappeared somehow. They all went to the Ren Fair and realized either they don't know me or I run in a different circle than most. Brisket turned out amazingly well. The tallow yielded nearly a full mason jar, which is excellent for me. And I got to see my dad's new truck. So that's about the extent of it. I did manage to do some work on the ReaperCon entry. I was able to talk to Cryo Cheese today a little bit, and I think I realized what I was doing wrong. So on his front, the leather pieces are popping out a little bit more than they're supposed to. 1 second. Kind of adjusted some camera stuff. Um, but I was thinking about doing a gray brown leather boot for Puss for his boots. His jacket can be black and red or like purple violet underneath, and then we'll figure out the. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to tackle the tabby leg, and during one of the ad breaks, I asked Cryo Cheese if it would be okay to ask a question, and he gave me a really interesting pointer of what I should have done a little differently. I think I might recoat this in black and start over again. So it was kind of interesting watching his thought process that went through it because he started with like a dark, he went red oxide and then was using cold yellow quite a bit. Um, which I've noticed with him, specifically with Cryo Cheese, is that he tends to lean a little bit more on cold yellow for color mixing than other yellows. That's just a personal observation. I'm not saying that he always does it. Please don't come at me. Please don't come at me. It's just a personal observation. But the visit was relatively good. Everybody went home alive, and everybody got home alive as well. So I'm okay with that. Dad was very, very interested by the blue cruise that is on the. So that's what I was using the first time, Jace. So when I was doing the original lighting for it, what I was using was orange, oxide yellow, and then shiny skin tone. So sunny skin tone, which is not too far off of shiny for that discussionary point. Because this peach flush right here, you know, shiny might be like just a couple of shades to the left of it, but peachy flesh is about the same as like that shiny skin tone or sunny skin tone. As you can see in the Chimera range for the peach skin. Whoop, come back here. Please and thank you. Even Reaper MSP, they're not too far from each other. But I was trying to use it, and it just was not working in my head at all. Like every time I painted it, I'm like, oh, what am I doing wrong? This is wrong. So asking Cryo today during that ad break was really beneficial for me personally. Being able to ask a resource like that is invaluable, and I really appreciate his feedback on it. Yeah. Now, granted, I feel absolutely horrible that every time that I tried to type his name for like a literal month, I always screwed it up. To the point I'm like, I'm not even going to use his name in his chat. Like, I have to be just good, sir. So I'll use Sunny Skin Tone quite a bit, actually, for stuff. I like it. It's a really effective highlight color for a number of things. You're never going to find a disagreement on that one. But yeah, to Katie's point, what he is doing on those horses is absolutely amazing, and his non-metallic recipes that he has posted in his Discord, I find them interesting to lean on and go back towards, just as a reference point for mixing your own color. Because on his horses, he posts some in his Discord. If you look under the hobby resources tab or discussionary, if you look in the so there's sometimes that he references specific things, and he's done like color swatches. One of them has that in there. Reference, it's not reference metals. He has one in there, and I'm too afraid to ask, but I should ask him if it's okay to copy that image. I have such a long list of things to do. So he kind of posts what his thought process is with some of it. Like for the non-metallic gold, he has I really like his simple recipe, which I was getting to as well eventually. Which is to utilize violet. I saw you, Multi. I'm sorry, Katie. I just kind of poke around Discords. I don't always post in his because I feel so bad for the number of times that I screwed up his name. Like, I just feel terrible about it because he seems relatively sensitive about it, and I can understand why. I can understand why. There's nothing wrong with it. So I try not to. I don't want to rock the boat accidentally and end up on the boo-boo list. Good evening, Antifreeze. Welcome in. I'm doing great, Multi. I'm glad to see you again. I believe we have the quorum for you joining. If you want to join us, just let me know when, and I will let the troops know. There's no Layden this week because she has something. I don't know what she's doing. I just know she's not going to be there. And did you just want to be on a Discord call? Is the question. Yeah. In that channel, sometimes he posts his swatches of what his color journey is. Okay. I'll tell the team we got Multi joining us. He's going to be painting up his ships. Ba-ba-ba. My English sucks ass too. Wow. I was mid painting this guy when I put him down. Whoops. No, we can't. We're terrible at it. Um, I've kind of taken the opinion of the French a little bit, and it's more of just the effort of trying, and I'm gonna be happy. Because I mean, I would be the same and try just a little bit. I did see your link for the barbecue. I will have to check it at a later time because it said I was out of free views of the thing. I'm like, I'm not subscribing for the best barbecue list. It's not happening. I will try it when I'm away from my tablet and I can use Chrome. DuckDuckGo, when it's used as a browser source or browser, for whatever reason, every website's like, you're running ad block. I'm like, nah, I'm not really running ad block. It's more of me just running DuckDuckGo and using that as the default browser rather than Google Chrome. Did you see the photos of the um uh brisket antifreeze? And my dad, who absolutely hates brisket, loved that one. And it was not my best work. I will admit it honestly. I was lacking the smoke ring because I was scared. I talked myself out of something. So that's on me for failing that part. Yeah. Oh, it was delicious. Um, Usually when I make the briskets and smoke them, I'll end up with half a jar to a quarter of a jar of like leftover tallow. I believe they were referencing your heckin' mood for gotta pay them bills by Monday, so I gotta be working that poll. Um, I know that mood a lot. I was living that way too much last month. This month is let things rebuild back up. And then we ponder what we're going to do by the end of the year. Um, but no, so traditionally antifreeze, when I would smoke a brisket, I would do the whole overnight at 200 degrees thing. Um, and let it cook. But on this brisket, I talked myself out of it. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to focus on get up early in the morning, give it a smoke at 230, I think is what I was running all day, or 250. I can't remember. Once it got past 250, once it reached that 165 point, I yanked it and don't come at me, Texan, but I ended up using aluminum foil for the Texas crutch. And got it done by the time my parents got in town. Sat there for about an hour and rested well before we ate it. And it was still delicious. Mm. Mm. Bum, 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 bum. But for the record, I am glad I did not do what I was thinking about doing for capturing fat because I don't think it would have ended well for me. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, stretch. issues. Having one of those moments. Also, it was really interesting watching Ginger Beef paint. Be safe, Jace. Be safe. Be safe under the car lifts. Or the auto lifts, whatever you call them. What you doing, Floof? Metals and orange, metals and orange, metals and orange, metals and orange. I feel like these two are really missing, though, that brown liner in between certain things. The real reason everybody's here, I give to you, Katra. You getting real tired there, boss? You getting tired there? So someone had done a spoof of Chapel Rowan's Pink Pony Club, but they did a Kitty Pony Club or something. And one of the things was the kitties like dancing on something. And as I look at the cat, that sometimes will propel herself around the pole, I'm like, oh, she really just wants to be dancing down at the, Pink Pony Club. I'm going to need my magnifying glass for this. are way up here. No, not where you should be right now, my love. Hi, can I help you? You seem confused about the current task at hand. I am trying to do some very fine attention to detail. Is this going to be an acceptable trade? What's up? Okay, okay. I done screwed up. Hi. Would you like a few moments of my time to tell us about our Lord and Savior? Psst, 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 psst. Apparently, no. Lord is not interested right now. For the record, before I started stream, she was sleeping. At some point, I made the mistake of walking downstairs, and it went from I am asleep and chill to it is now time to cause chaos. You're okay. Sweetie, now is not the time to be messing with me or be over here. No, 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 no. No. Come here. Come here. No, no, we're not climbing on my shoulder right now. You got me pretty good on the neck already. Well, yes, I know. You're okay. I love you dearly. Oh, here. Can I turn this on? Will this help? But you do not need your magnifying glass for this. Mm-hmm. Come here, secret weapon, soft body black that nobody makes anymore. Should be more than enough that I need. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Line brush, come here, please. And thank you. Please and thank you. Come here, my friend, brown liner. That's something I need to put down on my ReaperCon wish list to buy. More brown liner. Ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-da. Where's Jay at? I thought she'd be here liking the jams, dancing away. Must be playing Plasmophobia. Stretch. Stretch. Blades. 81. Who, in fact, does not believe that Cooper is a perfect gentleman. How was the rest of your stream? Was it well? Was it swell? I mean, he's a popper. He pops. He's just jazzing and popping. Pop, 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 pop. We're just doing a little bit of work on Borderlands tonight. Oh, the pug. Yay! It's a beautiful pug. Nice. Nice. I'm just trying to see if I can wrap up these 4 nomads before I do the best minion ever. Or finish up the best minion ever. Or technically start them. So we got a little bit of hype music going to energize and stay focused. I like how YouTube every so often goes, I don't understand. Yeah. That's a cutie, pug. There's a cutie. Um, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since he's been on stream, but there he is. Just trying to get my orange figured out a little bit. That's where I need to be putting some brown liner. You know, Blades, that would be a really funny stream. Have everyone defend Cooper in a court-style argument. When you run out of ideas for the Council of Mini Painters. Well, tonight's going to be a goofy one, and we're just going to have fun hanging out as friends. Everybody now has to come up with reasons why Cooper is the perfect gentleman. Examples must be given. Apparently, that's a thing people do now. There are like parties where people are like, we're going to give a presentation and everybody has has to defend why it's valid or not valid? Is it, nerds? Is it really though? Like, I saw that one day and I was like, y'all need something to do? We have 1 minute and 30 seconds until our first ad break for the night. It more than likely will be our only ad break for the night, but you know. Just in case I get a random text that says, you're no longer required to go into the office. Mm. I'm actually sad I haven't seen Smithereen all night. But he could be busy. Tends to work a lot. Hard working gent is him. Needs that break. Just a smidge. Oh, Katie. Oh, so if you're still out there, Katie, let me know. I have a question for you. I have a question. I need your opinion on it after the ad break. We have ads starting very soon. I am going to take a small break because I need to check on something. And I shall be right back, and we'll leave you with this amazing bouncing logo. Alrighty, the first ad break is now over. I'm sorry. That we must do it is a requirement for the Twitch gods to be appeased and be happy. I need a moment to stretch. I am like super tense for some reason. I just can't shake it. But we're going to return back to our lovely BorderLands nomads. Hi. Hello. Really? What happened? And then what happened, my love? Oh, really? Now's the time I wish I had the red on the palette and was ready to go. Oh well. We can always add it later. Paint what you can't just do first, painting. Don't need 1,000 colors on your palette to start. You just need the ones you need. Well, well, well. If it isn't, laden, frickin' roses. Good evening. I hope you're feeling better. We have a bit of a different mix going tonight, so I was feeling the energize and hype music, so I was like, YouTube music, do your thing. I was like, hold my beer. I was like, okie dokie. Hi. Hello, my love. What's up? Granted, most times with YouTube music, I don't have that great of luck or success. But today I'm having it, so. Can I help you right now, little miss? What's up? I'm gonna be honest with you, sweetie. Right here, I love you so much. You are so sweet and so freaking precious. You're just the prettiest girl I know. Yes, you are. However, however, I would like to have a counter argument. Counter argument is that you work better on your side where people can see you. All right. You were going around the pole like a pink at the Pink Pony Club, but I right here is not helping me. No, it's not. I love you a great deal, my love. You guys believe this crap? Did you believe this? All right, ladies and gentlemen, she recovered it. Let's see if she keeps it. Hi. Can I help you? Hmm? Can I help you? You seem to be in my way. You are currently not helping me. I know you seem to think you. Ow! That is my back! Thank you. Ow, 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 ow. Ho, ho, ho. Where is Jay at? Just out of curiosity. I figured she would be in here dancing her head off. Oh, how am I missing Spieling being live? Because she usually goes live around 6. Yeah, that I know. I noticed that they pushed it back a little bit. Um, it's okay. I'm not upset. I was just. It's like one of the rare and few times that I have an actively dancey playlist for Jay to enjoy running. Is all. And for you, Layden, if you're going to be around, we'll have Multi with us this time. I know. I know. You're gone this week. You're going to go be Katniss Everdeen or whatever it is. Or are you and Hay going to go bury a body somewhere? I don't know. Same thing. Really. Same difference. Gone to bury a body, going to a wedding. I mean, is it really that dissimilar? Mm. Yeah. He dropped me a message, or they dropped me a message. While I was doing the entertaining thing, and I dropped something in chat, but I never quite saw a formalized response. So I was like, 2/3 seem to say okay, therefore they're acceptable to join. Uh, mm. All right. So now we are ready for the metallics. I'm not using that brush. Don't use that brush for the metallics. Use this one. Yes, Layden, I'm using traditional metallic paint. Thank you. Essentially, yes, I am doing sparkly water. For these guys, I figured it'd be easier. I don't. They're gonna sit in a box, so I don't particularly care if they're like super high quality. It's just, you know, a fun thing to paint. Which I apparently everybody dislikes Borderlands 3, which I don't understand, but I guess it's more from a story point of view that they dislike it. Yeah, I'm using a pop fidget. I found it on one of my walks and I claimed it as mine by right of surprise. By the lore of surprise. Um, so when I'm using the well palette, what? So the pop fidget well, for the record, is the exact same size as one of these wells. They're exactly the same. Therefore, they work exceptionally well. Welcome back, Multi. But I was on a walk around the neighborhood one day and saw that there was two of them. And I was like, well, that's a sign. Pick one up. Oh, I see how it is. You call them the German reinforcements. Yes, I am. Come at me. Come at me. Come at me, Layden. Come at me. Just remember, down there I have window meow meow. Hi. Not right now, sweetie. Not right there. Hello! Yes, greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations, my love. Um, I know. You want to be right where I am. I love you. So, Layden's calling in the Germans. Can I call in for your reinforcements? Can I get you to reinforce me? Well, I don't think they heard you. Can you try again? Is that a yes? Are you affirming that you are my backup? Apparently Layden thinks it's weird that I'm using a pop fidget toy that I found while I was walking as a well palette. Despite the fact numerous people use it. But apparently because I use it and I'm paints, I am not allowed the conveniences of modern silicone. But to be fair, Malty, she could be a little feisty because she's hyped up on NyQuil or Dayquil, whichever she's popping. I don't know. Might be King Dixon Balls. Hello, sweetie. How is my favorite crafty person? Well, one of my favorite crafty people. Ba-da-ba-da-da. How was your stream? I went into lurk mode after my walk, and I did not get to see if someone made a bingo. Oh, Malty. I did make some vegetarian baked beans on the smoker this weekend. Smashing hit. I'm surprised Layden isn't coming at me for that one, too. You smoked baked beans. I can't believe you got cans of Bush baked beans and put them on the smoker. With some barbecue sauce. Mm-hmm. It's delicious. That's amazing balls. Oh, I do have a question for you, King. I just let me finish my current thought. Uh, so my Puss in Boots. I have two ideas rolling. So you can see my first set of books right here. I ran in a rainbow pattern. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I need to get the green a little bit poppier so it pops out. If I did the ball as yarn, would it be best just to pick random colors and just use like the chunk of strand? So do that as red, that is yellow, and then mix it as orange and kind of have it be like a hodgepodge ball and have all the colors there. Because it's going to be the colors of the rainbow. It's just, should you try to go like red, orange, yellow, um, green, and then purple and just kind of have it straight down? But I thought, oh, that's what I want. Yeah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Both of you. Amazing. Amazeballs. Take $50 out of petty cash. Just don't ask me where the petty cash store is at, because I don't know. Uh, but that was the question I had. I needed a yarn person. Well, I don't do yarn. Kind of like them. Kind of digging them. I need to finish the metal, so. What was for dinner? What was for dinner? Uh, but yeah, so my mom's a vegetarian and comes to eat with her son that believes meat is the savior of all things. So, uh, I made some Bush's baked beans on the smoker, which is, pretty tasty still. I mean, you guys like, oh, it's just a can of Bush's baked beans. Let me tell you, when you prepare a can of Bush's baked beans the way I do, you'll eat it until the cows come home. 3 pounds of beans, 1 jar of your favorite barbecue sauce. Um, since so I don't know if Katie Lou's still hanging around chat. Um, she could be around. I'm not fully sure. I noticed that when she does a lot of her entries for various competitions, when she is entering competitions, is that she likes to hide rainbow flags, or she puts rainbow flags as like some part of accent of the figure. And I really, really like that aspect of putting it there in different ways and making it pop out. Hiding little pieces of, you know, I'm painting for myself still, but it's more of a, I find it interesting to include stuff like that. But I don't think the row of books is going to pop out as much, um, just because of, you know, it's a row of books and you don't, like, you look at it and you go, it's a row of books. And it's like, okay. So I figured if I put it in the ball of yarn and have it being random as heck would be a bit more visualized interesting. Ba-ba. Mm. Be safe, Layden. Be safe. I could use a different brush. Stretch. Hi. No, that is my brush. And once again, you are in a place that I don't really want you to be right now because I'm trying to work on stuff. All right. I love you dearly, my love. But right now is not the time to be doing what you're doing. Thank you. That was the mouse. Thank you. That was the mouse. You're okay. Now you want to be vocal. I was trying to talk to you earlier, and you're just like, nah. Nah, bro. What? What's up? Welcome back. How you doing? Do you have to stream? No. Um, we just need a way to get you in the call, and we'll be okay. Smiling Beagle is a problem sometimes. So as long as you accept the stream call, you can be in the call. I believe you don't have to be live. I like that answer, King. Well, Malty's not a streamer. He just wants to hang out and paint with us, which is 100% okay. That's the point of the group is to hang out and jam together. Hang out with Tage and Smiling Beagle and everybody's just jamming and painting, man. Arting together. Bam! King's got the Discord squared away too. Uh, but you know, the point is to have fun and just jam. It's not necessarily about streaming. It's just about we all hanging out and having fun and goofing off. I mean, Good night, Malty. Sleep well. Do not let the. Hold on. Don't let the belts. Bet Watsons bite. Bet Watson. Who are you? Where have you come from? Are there more of you? And how do I destroy your kind? I feel like you missed a question in there, Jinja, which was called do you know who Sarah Connor is? Oh, I forgot to do the little nipples. I hate it when I forget the nipples. And good evening, Jinja. How are you? Jace was around, but he got a little short on time, so he had it out. I know. I know. I just you'd mentioned him having PTSD from you guys picking on him so much for being short. I thought I would work one in there for being short. I had disappeared for a couple of days because I had family in town. Um, hung out with them. Did a little bit of painting on the side. I painted for about an hour every night. Enforcement took time away from them and painted for about an hour. Granted, well, I mean, maybe I can. I do know how to look down. I mean, he could be. I don't know his life. I. All right, Layden. Layden. Can you believe this cat and the audacity of her frickin' pose right now? Yeah, Jay. There's Kitty. She's just laying there, feet hanging off, chill as could be. Just look over. Welcome in, Jay. Also, Jinja, someone's picking on me because I'm using a pop toy for a kid as a palette. I may need backup from a sassy man. Though I warn you, Jinja, we're going to be fighting a 4 foot something. Or a 5 foot something. I'm sorry, 5 foot something. Oh, here comes the backup. No, no, it wasn't Jace. It was someone else. I just, I got my posse now. I've been Jinja. I haven't been around. I haven't been active in a couple of days, so I don't know how anything is right now. I just know that up is up and down is down. Left is left, right is right. One second work shit. Stupid fucking work shit. Just have them put in the propensity. I do not look forward to tomorrow. I do not look forward to tomorrow. How can I convince a body double to go do work for me? I go back to work tomorrow. I was on vacation Tuesday and Wednesday. Yesterday, and today. Um, I have to go back because there's nobody manning the QC desk right now, and I have to fill in that role. I opened my email up today or I opened my work laptop, turned it on, filled in my timesheet. Um, Immediately saw 38 missed Teams notifications and said, "No, we're just not going to deal with that today." Because I was pondering if I wanted to go back to work early and just start getting knocked out, but I was like, "No, enjoy your time, do your thing, you know, do that spare hobby thing, that time that you get where you have to like process all your photos and start setting up your post and try to get ahead of your curve for a little bit so you're not stressing out on Tuesdays and like racing around to get stuff done. So you can feel happy about what you're doing." That was my goal for the day. Uh, but as I'm doing that, of course, I trip a landmine. So I was like, okay, well, we're still gonna do our thing. It's just we're just gonna hold a live grenade in our hand for a little bit. But I did make me a brisket patty melt for dinner, which was delicious. I actually did think of you a little bit this week. This week, Jinja, when I was painting up my ReaperCon entry. Just so you know, something you said stuck in my head. I wanted to smack you, but that's okay. It was sound advice and it was interesting results. Welcome back. Uh, Let me finish this coat of amazing sparkly water. All right. I just need red. I might have most of them done. So I was working on Puss's boot a little bit. I still need to do more cleaning up on it. But I was trying to lay down like the black leather. And then something you said on your stream kind of rung out with me a little bit is that when you're adding your black and your brown, so like I was using a medium oxide brown, I think the card's not escaped me, but it is pleasantly still here. Yeah, it was oxide brown light, but using oxide brown light to kind of help work your way right on the transition was really interesting. I was digging the effect that I was getting, and I was like, I could almost believe that it is leather. Yeah, the whole pure pigment thing. I've I've really been digging mixing my own run of paint or mixing my own colors a little bit more than using what's in a bottle, which is where sometimes we get with our painting journeys, and sometimes some don't, and that's okay. Because I mean, you could add more oxide brown, and you're starting to go up to that normal tone of brown. Yeah, yeah, it would, it would. I just don't have burnt umber as a pure pigment, or burnt umber in it. I mean, I have it in ink form, but I don't have it in a paint tube because I'm not buying a scale 75 paint tube. I refuse. I refuse. I have a Hobby Lobby, and that's about it. I'm not driving for a Michaels because you could get the Liquitex burnt umber is where you're going with that. Liquitex, yeah. I would prefer Liquitex, honestly, over Pro Acryl. That's a personal choice. um, because that's actually one. Those are a handful of things that I've been considering acquiring. That's one of the things from the Chimera Kickstarter that I kind of did miss out on. That I'm kind of like, oh, that would have been good to have in pocket were the Velvet inks. I'm not a huge ink. Yeah. That won't pose an overly large problem for me. I don't know if you've ever used it, Jinja, but the AK Ultra Matte varnish is insanely matte. I really dig it, to be honest with you. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. So I was showing my aunt and uncle a little bit as they were visiting this weekend, what I've been up to, and I took down a box, and my mom's like, "Do you want it to be that matte?" I'm like, "Yes, I do. I want it to be so matte that it's a dry martini." This guy isn't exactly the best painted, but he's good there. Uh, it was more about thinking of, let's see, oh, deep. Um, I mean, it was more so. Okay, hold on, Ginger. Hold on, Ginger. Be patient with them. They're from the Midwest. Uh, what I was thinking of when I was, yeah, I know. Calm down. Calm down, Layden. I know you're in fight or flight. Calm down. As you can tell, our friend Ginger Beef here is very finicky, and can be persuaded with the cheapest of whiskeys. Um, I was thinking of there was a specific episode of MASH. uh, that they one of the episodes, Hawkeye orders a martini from Mr. Kwong and says, "Make it the driest martini known to man." When we paint our miniatures, we really want to force our lights and shadows in places that we want them to be. Therefore, ultra matte plus ultra is, the idea and the dream of our varnishes because we don't want it to be extra shiny. At least that's my understanding of it. So AK Interactive created super matte ultra varnish, which I really like. Because, I mean, even someone that doesn't know anything about painting said, "Why is it so matte?" I'm like, I have completed my job correctly. Mm-hmm. Like all of the reflectiveness on this guy, by the time I paint it, it's going to be very matte and flat. And I'm okay with that. I'm A-okay with that. All right, I do need to put up my timer because we have 10 minutes. In this 10-minute time frame, I am going to give you a heads up. We are going to go raid the lovely, the indomitable, the most cutest human being known to man, which is Chimera Paints. The reason why we're gonna go raid Chimera Paints is because it's his birthday and he's leveling up. So we're gonna go wish him a happy birthday. What would I need if I did that? If I took red, could I finish that in 10 minutes? The answer is probably no. But yeah. So that's how the day goes. Oh, I know what I can do in 10 minutes. 1 second. I'm going west to ReaperCon um for Labor Day weekend. Next year I was thinking about doing the Nova Open and Adepticon. So and I know you're against Adepticon because it's in your backyard. No, dummy, get your bigger brush now. Mm. Three minutes. Paint faster. Mm. One more. Mm. I have been frogging this project way. I mean, do what you do got to do there, King. Whatever makes you happy, what makes you happy. But we're gonna wish Chimera a happy day of origin. Oh, oh. Okay, we're gonna push the raid button because if all goes well, either his ads are in progress or they're about to be done. We'll find out. We'll figure it out on the way. So, I would like to say thank you to everybody that has tuned in and hung out with me all night. It's much appreciated. It feels good to be back. I will be taking tomorrow off once again to stay on our standard schedule, but I will be back on Friday and we'll finish up some of this and we'll return to Puss in Boots. Happy Origin Days to